How's it going, guys? I hope you guys had a great week. So I'm back today with another review. These are going to keep coming all week long, guys. I've got so many reviews I'm working on and I'm wanting to get out before Cyberpunk 2077 is released next week. I'm so busy. It's insane. But today I want to talk about Astro's Playroom. You know what? I did not even plan to do a review on this game. I didn't, but it's a free title with the PlayStation 5. I played it like last night. You can beat the game in about 4 hours, so it's not a massive game, but oh, it's so good. And I just wanted to talk about it and why I really enjoy it, why I think you should get hands-on with it. So this is a full review of Astro's Playroom. Got a couple of notes down on here, but we're going to keep this free form. So like I said, Astro's Playroom is a free title with the PlayStation 5. It's right there on the home menu as soon as you jump in, and it is a little gem, and for me it is an absolute must play. If you get a PlayStation 5, you absolutely should check out this game. So of course, like previous installments, it's a small platforming game. It's got some really good platforming and level designs, and you can beat it in about 4 hours, so it doesn't require a massive commitment. But what's great about it is it really does showcase the DualSense controller beautifully and everything that that controller can do, and also how it can enhance your gaming experience. So it's like a tech demo almost, but it really does show where Sony's going and what their vision is for the DualSense controller and the future of the PlayStation 5, and it just got me super excited. It does act as a bit of an introduction to the console and the controller. So the game offers 4 playable levels that you can jump in on, and each of those 4 levels also have their own sub-levels. There are several really fun boss fights that you play in the game, and then there's a final boss that you take on, and it's kind of really nice because it's also a little bit nostalgic. So it's like Sony basically harkening back to their origins with the original PlayStation back in 1994, and each iteration of console and every update and upgrade and new features that's come in. So each of the 4 worlds that you can explore, they each represent a different console, and they all look like visually different. The soundtrack and music is really upbeat, really fun, really feel good, just great, really good soundtrack. The levels, they look really beautiful, and they're very different from each other, and I really enjoyed them. As part of the level design as well, there are collectible artifacts and puzzle pieces that you can find in the world through doing like little challenging platforming sections or finding them. They're hidden throughout the world, and these artifacts are basically accessories that you could get as part of the original console lineup. So that's really nice, and that's very nostalgic for big PlayStation fans. There are also a lot of little head nods and Easter eggs within the game to Sony's much loved iconic characters and game franchises. I love the humor in the game. There are little moments where you'll just see little things and you'll be like, oh my god, that's awesome. So it's really cool. I did really enjoy those little Easter eggs in the game as well. And like I said, the levels do look gorgeous, and the platforming and controls, they're really fluid, they're really responsive, and it's just a really good platforming game. There's also some really nice functions as well, and little like sub things that you can do. So there are like little suits that you can gain access to. These give you different abilities, and they do really sort of change up the gameplay, which is really fun. My favorite most definitely was the monkey suit and the space rocket suit as well, which was really cool. So just the gameplay in itself is fun, is really fun, really challenging, and yeah, really good. I can't wait for Dante to get his hands on it and check it out. But the main reason I want to talk about this game is because of the DualSense controller and the different rumble features used, and the way in which it showcases everything that the controller can do. The rumble features on the DualSense controller is just incredible. It feels amazing when you're playing it, and it's so subtle and powerful and just incredible. I mean, there are moments where you'll be playing the game where you can actually feel things. So as you're like rolling or sliding down like a gravelly hill or whatever, you actually feel that gravel. There was a moment where you had to roll through like a mud section, and you could feel like the tumble as you were going over like rocks and things like that. Vibrations as well from like heavier enemies dropping. There was like a really cool hand glider section where you had traffic coming at you and you felt them, you know, as they came past you in the controller. And there's just some incredible moments. There was like a few moments where you were in like a rainstorm, a hailstorm, a thunderstorm, where you could actually feel the raindrops, you know, in the controller. And as the rain got heavier, you felt that in the controller. And I can't really describe it, but it feels so real and so immersive and so cool. I was just laughing in just sheer joy and excitement and wonder at how they managed this in the controller. It's just utterly incredible. It is jaw-dropping. It's just going to be amazing. And then the adaptive triggers were also used really well, and they do feel resistant. There was one moment where you controlled a rocket, and depending on how hard you press down would control the speed and the angle as well with motion control, and you actually felt this resistance in the adaptive trigger as you were pulling down, as well as the rumble from it. And yeah, it's just really subtle, and you feel like you've got total control, which is amazing. And you definitely feel that resistance, and this has me excited because it could be so amazing for game genres like flight simulators, for example, or racing games, even FPS games. There was a section where it turns into a bit of a third-person shooter. There's one section with a bow and arrow and another section with like a gun, and you were shooting these balls at enemies, and you actually felt, you know, that in the adaptive trigger in terms of how fast you were shooting, whether it was automatic or manual, and like it felt really good. And yeah, I'm very excited to see how this is going to work. I mean, imagine shooting a shotgun and you feel that ricocheting, you feel that click in the adaptive trigger. So yeah, the adaptive triggers and the rumble are just game changers for me. And then of course you've got the touchpad as well. There's motion control as well, and there was even a section where you could blow into the microphone to spin certain things. So it's just very clever use of the controller. But it just has me excited for the future and what the future holds. And if other game developers can take these features and implement them into the games, then that's exciting, and it could make games feel even more immersive and just really incredible. Couple that with the 3D audio that we've got and the visual fidelity, and the 60 frames per second. I mean, this it does feel like next gen. It feels like the future, not to sound corny, but it really does. So I had a lot of fun with Astro's Playroom. I had a massive smile on my face the entire time that I was playing through the game, and it got me very excited for the future of the PlayStation 5 and what Sony's got to come and what game developers can do with all of these features. And yeah, I am sold on that DualSense controller. It is probably the best controller out there at the moment on the market. It's an incredible controller, feels amazing to handle and to hold, really got a nice feel and weight to it. It's so comfortable to hold, and then couple that with the rumble, the adaptive triggers, the feel of it, and the way in which that is implemented in Astro's Playroom. I am so hyped and excited. So Astro's Playroom, if you have got a PlayStation 5, get your hands on this game, play it without a doubt. I can't recommend it. This is a game that's going to go under the radar, and there'll be a lot of people that just don't play it and miss out on it, and you are really missing out on a little gem. So if you have a PlayStation 5, pick up this game. You will thank me for it. And if you get a PlayStation 5 next year, play this game first, check it out so you can see what I'm talking about, and I'm sure you'll be as excited as I am. So yeah, Astro's Playroom. So those are my thoughts on it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Obviously, have you played the game? What did you think of it? Which parts of the game did you enjoy the most? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, I hope you guys are having a great week as always. Take care, and as always, happy gaming. Bye, guys.